If you're over 40, make decent income, and still feel broke, it's not your fault. Most people feel broke. Most people think being broke means you don't earn enough. After 40, that's rarely the case. What's actually happening is your money is being pulled in too many directions at once. Family, lifestyle, past decisions. Nobody taught you how to adjust. In this video, I'll show you the real reason this happens and how to fix it without giving up your life. Let's dive into the conversation. You made 6 figures and you still feel like you broke, right? Let's dive into the conversation and talk about why that is the case. When I graduated high school, I learned all these things to be well-rounded, but they didn't teach me about how to manage money. In fact, when I got out of high school, I couldn't write a check. And even when I went to college for my degree in marketing and even accounting, I didn't learn how to manage money. In fact, I basically self-taught myself how to manage finances by hard knocks. And that's the thing. You didn't learn how to manage finances either. Your parents didn't teach you. School didn't teach you. So now you're left to your own devices to handle money. And you just got out of college or maybe you're working a job, you started a family. You don't think you have time to learn how to manage finances. You really need to make time to manage your finances. Because think about it. Everything you do revolves around finances. Paying your bills, your mortgage, rent, daycare, car repairs, food, gas, you name it, it has a dollar sign behind it. And if you're making money and don't know how to manage your finances, you'll struggle financially because you don't understand the dynamics of money, meaning how it actually works and what you need to do to manage it. In fact, one survey said that only 43% of people pass a financial literacy test, meaning most people don't know how to manage finances. Us in America, we make a large income, 6 figures, for example, 7 figures. I mean, you think about artists, basketball players, they make so much income, but the hard part is, I mean, even people who do play lottery, they make so much money, and then they wonder why they're broke. The reason why they're struggling is because they don't know how to manage their finances. So for you, I recommend learning how to manage your finances by taking a course online. Now there's no excuses about managing finances. The second thing is people attempt to compare themselves to other people. I had a client years ago, and he lived in a nice house, about 2 bedrooms, had 2 floors on their home. Wife stayed home with the kids. I think they had like 3 or 4 children. He had a business, had about 3 or 4 cars in the yard. Although on the outside looking in, they were doing well. But when I met with this guy, that family was struggling. We attempted to keep up with your friends on social media. You see them posting, going on trips, vacation, having a nice car, nice house. But I guarantee you, if you were to ask them and they would be transparent with you about their finances, they would probably tell you that they're struggling too. But you think they really are doing well. You think you're doing well. But unless you have someone from the outside and come in and help you to identify your problem areas, your blind spots, you think you're doing well, but you're not. Stop attempting to compare yourself to other people, your friends, other influencers on social media, or wherever you see people, and live your life, live within your means. The third reason why people, in my opinion, struggling is because they are living for today with no plan for tomorrow. When I got out of high school, when I got out of college, I knew that I didn't want to struggle when it came to finances. And that's why I'm so adamant about money, because I knew growing up, my mom and dad have 7 children. We lived on government assistance, welfare. We grew up on food stamps, WIC, and I knew that I didn't want to repeat that. So I started working my first job when I was like in middle school, in a job training program, got a chance to learn about aviation, got a chance to fly a plane. Then I worked in high school at a car wash for 2.5 years while I studied. Then when I got into college, I still worked a full-time job, even going to school full-time, because I knew that education was one way to a better financial future. And even when I got my accounting degree, I worked. So the whole point is I wanted better, I wanted more. I knew education was one way to improve and making money as well. So learning how to earn an income, starting a business or selling things, doing anything that you can raise your level of income is important. But having a plan for your future is important too. Starting with managing your finances, stop comparing yourself to others, and then set a game plan for you to reach your goals when it comes to your finances. In any area of your life, health, wealth, relationships, all those things are important. So make sure that you are doing the right thing with your finances. And if this felt like you, subscribe. This channel is about getting free without giving up your lifestyle. If you want to continue to see value, watch this video, and I'll see you there.